They said it. So
they said what?
We span the globe to bring you a constant variety of news clips so that the goal is that sometime today somebody says, did you hear that? And the goal is for us to have it here in this segment so that when you listen, you say, yeah, I heard it. Oh, I did hear that. And then you can comment on it, right? That's the idea.
All right.
And then we kibitz on it along the way.
Kibitz.
All right, here we go. Everyone's talking about Ted Cruz, but believe it or not, the night was Mike Pence's, the governor of Indiana, who officially accepted the vice presidential nomination.
I am deeply humbled by your confidence, and on behalf of my family, here and gone, I accept your nomination to run and serve as vice president of the United States of America.
There you go. He knows who will be the next president.
You have nominated a man for president who never quits, who never backs down, a fighter, a winner. Until now, he's had to do it all by himself against all odds. But this week, with this united party, he's got backup. And on November 8th, I know we will elect Donald Trump to be the 45th president of the United States of America.
There's Mike Pence in a more traditional convention speech. Eric Trump. He spoke last night, again, giving another feather in the cap for the Trump kids. Here's what Eric Trump said last night.
Dad, you have once again taught us by example. You are my hero. You are my best friend. You are the next president of the United States.
And Donald Trump now admits that Meredith McIver was the one who lifted the sections from Michelle Obama's speech.
She's been with me a long time. She's a very good person. She came to see me because she hated to see the conflict, and she made a mistake. And, you know, people make mistakes. You've made mistakes. We all make mistakes. And I guess maybe if she weren't with me for a long time and if I didn't know how good she was, I've done books with her that have been bestsellers. She's a terrific person. She just made a mistake. And I thought it was terrific the way she came forward and just said, look, it was a mistake that I made. And she thought it was very unfair to Melania.
Now some people are saying that it's a campaign violation to have your corporate workers working for your campaign. But we'll wait and see what happens there. Caitlyn Jenner, not speaking at the convention, but in Cleveland anyway, talks about her political affiliations.
I feel like our best hope to get back to a constitutional government with 18 enumerated powers is in the Republican Party. So, but I have to admit I've been very disappointed over the last 5-10 years. And so, but I won't give up hope on it.
She also said that it is easier to come out as transgender than it is as a Republican.
It was easy to come out as trans. It was harder to come out as a Republican, okay?
Yeah, she also said it was difficult in the LGBT community. He was not well received. LGBT people are not well received with
right. They're very open.
He's
they're very open and they're very
that.
accepting, just as long as you believe everything they believe. Is basically his point is, yes, you are you preach unity and you preach acceptance and you preach we can all be different, just as long as we all think the same. So
according to
Caitlyn.
Right,
yeah, according to Caitlyn, I think it's a great point that she makes. And then finally, Kelly Jackson. We had to go back in the archives for this one.
Going to the vault.
This one is from 2012, 4 years ago, before Brian Williams had his own issues. This is Brian Williams' election night 2012, announcing to the country that President Obama was just reelected, okay? So we're going to take you back, a time machine, Brian Williams on NBC announcing that President Obama has just won re-election, and this is, remember, 4 years ago, 2012.
Donald Trump, who has driven well past the last exit to relevance and veered into something closer to irresponsible here, is tweeting tonight. Here's a sampling. More votes equals a loss revolution. This election is a total sham and a travesty. We are not a democracy. Disgusting injustice. The world is laughing at us, and so on. So there you have that. That happened.
Yes, has driven well past the last exit to relevance, and 4 years later, Brian Williams is covering a convention in which Donald Trump is about to accept the nomination.
That he was. Please explain that again. He was reading.
He was reading Donald Trump's tweets.
For some reason I thought you were saying he was reading. Okay,
he was reading Donald Trump's tweets
4
years ago.
Okay.
After Obama was
I did
was
not
elected.
realize he was reading tweets from Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But the fact that he was making fun of Donald Trump saying he's irrelevant 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
And now he's going to cover the convention where he's going to accept the nomination tonight.
Boy, oh boy.
Same thing's been said about Cruz after last night.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I tell you what.
Lesson learned, I think.
The only thing F. Scott Fitzgerald ever got wrong is that there are all second acts in American history. That's
Yes.
all there are. 7-Eleven, Big
Crazy.
550, KTRS. Appliance discount.